I talk too fast, which I tend to do, stop me, please, because I can't keep track of my own voice sometimes. And bear with me as I'm trying to figure out this. All right. So, primary versus secondary sources. You remember what primary versus secondary sources is, right? Can you go ahead and tell us again? I'm sorry, what's your name?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Thank you.
Primary is like when you're there and you're like a witness, and then secondary is like hearsay.
Okay. So it's like sort of like primary is a first-hand account, and then secondary is after the fact, more or less. So I have to get one from my house. So here's the definition of primary sources. Original materials from the time period involved that have not been filtered through interpretation or evaluation. Original materials on which other research is based. Present original thinking, report, discovery, or shared new information. And these are just some examples. We have artifacts, audio recordings, diaries, interviews, journal articles, letters, newspaper articles. I know when we took the pre-test, newspaper articles tripped up a lot of people. Newspaper articles, if they're contemporary, as in they were done at the time that the event happened, considered primary sources, and then after the fact, you're reporting on like history or something, secondary. But generally, newspaper articles are a primary source. And underneath this, it says birth certificates and, who's this?
Hold your finger on it, it's like,
But what if I need it back?
no, just move it down.
Wait, this?
Put your finger where it says smart ink and
Right.
slide it down.
Oh, works of art. Okay. So, I like it over here better. All right, so these are examples of primary sources. And benefits of primary sources. They give you an immediate picture of events, so you get a first-hand account, you know exactly what's happening, what people were thinking when it happened. They often reveal information not found anywhere else, and they aid in discovery of truth about person, event, issue. You know, find out what they were thinking in the moment, more or less. And just like they have benefits, they also have disadvantages. Trying to sort through primary sources for one piece of information can be time. So am I talking too fast? I feel like I just better. Okay. Who said it? I am? Kate, you're awesome, thank you. No representation of what happened or what followed. So you only get that small window. So you get, so if you're doing something like I'm talking right now, I'll have a small window right now. I can come back to y'all later and find out what y'all thought about how I did and how y'all felt about me before I came up here. You know, since I was back in the room, didn't know who I was, and so it would be, and it can be biased or emotional. Let's see, and then secondary sources. A source created by someone who did not experience firsthand or participate in the events or conditions being researched. So after the fact. Let's see, here's some examples. A journal, magazine article, history textbook, a book about the effects of World War I, reference books, you know, encyclopedias and such, pamphlets. Actually, pamphlets is not supposed to be it. Pamphlets is more of a primary source. Sorry about that. Benefits, clarification of research questions. So if you have a whole bunch of secondary resources about something from before, you can get a nice big picture of what was going on. It saves time because a whole bunch of people already looked it up, so you don't have to do so much digging. Helps improve the understanding of the problem and provides a basis for comparison. Just once again, disadvantages. Sometimes quality can be lacking in case you can get information from somebody who didn't know what they were talking about. Might not be specific to your needs. So say you were looking up something and you might find a bit of information, but it's not exactly what you were looking for, but it might help you get it together, but not quite. So sometimes it can be incomplete and not timely because you have to spend a whole bunch of time sifting through these sources trying to make sure which ones are accurate and which ones aren't, and then getting rid of the ones that are not. And then it's primary, secondary. So you gotta bear with me because I was trying to play around with PowerPoint to make the animation come in. So it's all gonna come in at the same time. No, we're not. All right, versatility, primary or secondary?
Primary.
Let's see if this works. A book about the long-term effects of the Holocaust. Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. That's supposed to be speech. Biography about Michael Jordan. Secondary. The Diary of Anne Frank. The Social Network. Movie. That would be probably the best source. I'm not sure how accurate that would be. And then that's be continued. Next week there's gonna be a little activity before you have to post this, but it won't take up too much time today. So that's it. All right, how do I get out of this?